He was a slave. He owned nothing. He could be beaten, sold, or killed at any moment. And yet, historians called him the freest man in Rome. His name was Epictetus, and what he figured out about freedom will change how you see your entire life. Because here is the uncomfortable truth. You live in the freest country in history. You have more choices than any human who ever lived before you. And yet, you feel trapped. Why? Epictetus knew the answer, and he wrote it down 2,000 years ago. This is his Discourses on Freedom. Epictetus was born a slave in the city of Hierapolis around 50 AD. His master was Epaphroditus, a cruel freedman of Emperor Nero. There is a story that Epaphroditus once twisted Epictetus's leg to torture him. Epictetus said calmly, "You are going to break it." When it broke, he said, "Did I not tell you that you would break it?" No anger, no fear, no begging, just observation. Because Epictetus had already understood something that took most people a lifetime to learn. Your body can be enslaved. Your circumstances can be controlled. Your possessions can be taken. But your mind, your judgments, your values, your response to the world, that belongs to you alone, always, forever. He writes in his Discourses, "Of things, some are in our power, and others are not. In our power are opinion, motivation, desire, aversion. In a word, whatever is of our own doing. Not in our power are our body, our property, reputation, office. In a word, whatever is not of our own doing." This is the entire philosophy. 2 categories. Everything in your life falls into one of them. In your power, or not in your power. And here is where most people make the fundamental mistake of their lives. They spend their energy trying to control what is not in their power. The economy, other people's opinions, their health, the news, whether they get the promotion, whether they are liked, and they ignore completely what is always in their power, how they respond, what they value, what they decide to think. Epictetus says, "Seek not that the things which happen should happen as you wish, but wish the things which happen to be as they are, and you will have a tranquil flow of life." This is not resignation. This is not giving up. This is the most radical act of freedom a human being can perform, to stop fighting reality and start working with it. He then asks a question that cuts through everything. Who then is a free person? And his answer is nothing like what you learned in school. The person who lives as they wish, who cannot be restrained, compelled, or hindered, whose impulses are unimpeded, whose desires attain their purpose. Notice what's missing from that list. Money, not there. Status, not there. Other people's approval, not there. Freedom, real freedom, has nothing to do with what you own or what others think of you. It is entirely about the relationship between what you want and what you can control. If you want things you cannot control, you are a slave. No matter how much money you have, no matter how free your country is, if you want only what is within your power, you are free, even in chains. Epictetus lived this. While enslaved, he studied philosophy under the Stoic teacher Musonius Rufus. He learned that the only true prison is the one built inside your own mind. He writes, "No man is free who is not master of himself, not master of others, not master of circumstances, not master of outcomes, master of himself." Think about what enslaves you right now, not literally, but really. What do you check compulsively? What do you fear losing? What opinion, if it changed, would ruin your day? That thing, whatever it is, owns you, not the other way around. Epictetus was eventually freed by his master. He went on to found a school of philosophy that influenced Marcus Aurelius, shaped the thinking of early Christianity, and is still being read today. Not bad for a man who owned nothing. He teaches 3 disciplines for achieving real freedom. The first, the discipline of desire. Want only what is within your power. The moment you desire something outside your control, you have given that thing power over you. This doesn't mean wanting nothing. It means being honest about what you can actually influence. The second, the discipline of action. Act on what is in your power. Do your best. Give your full effort. Then, let go of the outcome. The outcome is not yours to control. The effort is. He writes, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. This single sentence, if lived, eliminates half of human suffering. The third, the discipline of judgment. Watch what you tell yourself about what happens to you, not the event. Your story about the event. Your colleague ignores you. That is the event. They hate me. I am worthless. I am going to be fired. That is the story. Epictetus says, the event is neutral. Your judgment makes it good or bad. He writes, men are disturbed not by things, but by their opinions about things. This is the root of all unnecessary suffering, not what happens to you, what you decide it means. He gives a final image that I want you to carry with you. Never say about anything, I have lost it, but only, I have given it back. Is your child dead? It has been given back. Is your wife dead? She has been given back. Has your estate been taken from you? Has it not also been given back? But the person who took it is bad. What concern is it of yours by whose hands the giver asked it back? This is the hardest teaching, and the most liberating. Everything you have, your health, your relationships, your career, your life itself, was given to you temporarily. Not to keep, to use, to enjoy while it's yours, and to release without bitterness when it is asked back. Epictetus, a former slave, understood something that most free people never do. Real freedom is not something anyone can give you. It cannot be granted by a government. It cannot be bought with money. It cannot be earned through status. It is chosen, every morning, in how you respond to what happens, in what you decide to want, in the story you tell yourself about your own life. You are already free. You just have to choose it. Epictetus, Discourses on Freedom, 100 AD. If this resonated, subscribe. Next week we go deeper into Epictetus, the man who had nothing and taught the world everything. Ancient wisdom, modern minds. See you then.